Back in Week 11, the Lions dominated their first matchup against the Bears. Can Chicago even the score? The answer comes your way next on EA Sports.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Velus Jones now from his end zone.
And bulldozing his way through.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
Leading them out, the last active player remaining from the 05 draft, and a name that dominates headlines year-round, Aaron Rodgers.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. Off the option, here's Edwards.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one, 11 yards in the 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. This pass caught by Hamler. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense, trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure at him, make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and throws deep, that's when you're in big trouble.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Here's Edwards again on second down.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll run here with Edwards, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They call it a loss of a yard there. And now we've got a third and goal situation. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive.
They're brought out by a former #1 overall pick coming off one of his best seasons ever in year 7 of his career, now in year 8, Jared Goff.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
2nd and 1 now from the 21. Gibbs straight ahead.
Able to avoid him. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams, but now it'll be 3rd down.
third down. Here's Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds. 56 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
Now they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second down and 6 now. Read option. Here's Herbert.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Another big play here as they strike for 31. That last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, My goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
Now Goff on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Lions have 3-9 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Jamison Williams. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And right side, they're going to go option here. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
2. Here's Rodgers. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Rodgers to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Rodgers.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And his throw here's incomplete.
These two teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Goff. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff.
That is caught. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play action. It's Goff. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears will take over.
Saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call into question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
A gain of 6 yards.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
In punt formation.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
84 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down.
A quick throw there out to Williams.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard
Eligible
line.
receiver downfield. Offense.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still first down.
Let's go.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This time they stay on the ground, and they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. He gets away from one. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Hooker now on play action. And this one is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The final shot before break. Hooker. And he wants Reynolds way downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a...
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Jameer Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. The give, right side for Gibbs. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 94 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Carl Lawson able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
He's got it to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now 3rd down and 7. Hooker. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Rodgers. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Rodgers now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 9. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
The quick slant caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Gus Edwards, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
And 4 at the 28-yard line.
On the set. Ready.
Here's Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there for Detroit. And even 50 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Let's go.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Bears 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Rodgers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing is Rodgers.
That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Rodgers now on 1st down.
They'll set up the screen to Herbert.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Rodgers now on 1st down.
That's complete to Mooney.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Hooker finds the open target, Arnold.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
They go play action. Here's Hooker.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Lions, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.